Is Tanay and we are trying to explain the timeline of Dragon Ball Super. Before we go ahead, let me tell you that there will be spoilers for episode 62 of Dragon Ball Super in this video, so you have been warned. The problem that we are facing is if Berus killed Zamasu, then who is Black? And I guess that is the confusion all around the community. So, before we go into the explanation of this, there are a few rules that we need to know about time travel. First one is whenever someone travels in time, they get to choose which timeline they are traveling into. This rule I have introduced just for plot convenience. And the second more important rule that we have is, and this explains why there is a split in timeline. So, a split in timeline occurs when someone gets information about the future of the current timeline, and that information is used to make decisions or take actions. This is this rule is used to explain why there is a split in timeline when Trunks arrives in the present. So when Trunks arrives, kills Frieza and hands Goku the medicine, he has got information about the future regarding the androids and probably Cell. And because of that there is a split in timeline. However, when Trunks arrives the second time, there is no such split because the information that he has is of a different future than what currently is. The current timeline is shown in orange and Trunks timeline is shown in blue. The yellow arrows are split in timelines, blue arrows are time travels, and the black arrows are normal flow of time. So after the events of the Cell's arc, Trunks defeats Cell, the androids, and Babidi, and after that he is faced with a new enemy called Black. Where Black arrives from will be discussed later in this video, but when Black and Trunks travel to the current timeline, they create a split in timeline, and this is because Black is from the future of the current timeline. So the two timelines that are created because of the split are one shown in red and the other in orange that we see in the show. The red one is the one where everyone lives happily ever after and Trunks and Black never came into the timeline, and the orange one is when Trunks and Black came into the timeline and they messed up everything. So because Trunks and Black came here, Beerus suspected that Black's key is similar to that of Zamasu, and because of that, Goku fought with Zamasu, and then Zamasu strived to get Goku's body and eventually became Black. So when this happened, after Goku fought Zamasu and Goku meets Zeno, Goku and friends go to the future. When they go to the future, they get another important information about the current timeline's future, and that is the fact that Zamasu is actually evil. And when they come back from the future, because of the information, they take a decision, and that creates two timelines. The one in green is the one where they did not have this information, and Zamasu killed Gowasu and became Black and killed Goku's family. And the other one is where they did have this information and Beerus killed Zamasu, and then the show goes on. So where Black comes from is this green timeline where Zamasu killed Gowasu and Black then goes to the future all the way up to the Trunks timeline, and that I guess should be explanation enough to know what's happening in the show because this is quite confusing. Thanks for watching.